it's BrittanyBearMakeup here and welcome back to my channel. So in today's tutorial, I decided to do a Kim Kardashian inspired makeup look. She always has such beautiful, fresh looking makeup and I thought, why not recreate that on my channel because I love doing videos like this and hopefully you guys love them too. So don't forget to turn on my post notifications so you can be a part of my bear family. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And keep on watching as we turn ourselves into Kim Kardashian.
You are now rocking with
Brittany, bitch.
Alright guys, so for today's foundation, I'm going back to one of my favorite foundations of all times. This is my JOUER Cosmetic Foundation, and this is in the shade Almond. So I'm going to be taking a damp beauty blender and begin by patting it into my face. I'm just pressing the product in and just making sure that I'm blending it all out and evenly distributing it to all the areas that I want to cover on my face. Something I've really noticed about Kim Kardashian's makeup is that she always focuses on beautiful, flawless skin, which is what we are trying to accomplish today, and that is why we're actually starting with skin rather than eyeshadow. So for today's under eye highlight, I'm picking up my Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light. So grabbing my Shape Tape, I'm going to really focus by highlighting underneath my eye. I'm going to be highlighting it on my chin as well, and on the corners of my mouth, as well as on the bridge of my nose, and on the lower part of my forehead as well. I'm going to be taking my damp beauty blender once again, and we're going to go ahead and blend all of that out. Alright guys, so once we went ahead and highlighted those areas of our face, we are now going to contour out our cheekbones and just turn us into Kim Kardashian. So for this, I'm going to be picking up my GRAFTOBIAN palette. This has the best, creamiest foundations in them. So you can actually use them as foundations as well as highlight and contour colors. And to apply the product today, I'm going to be picking up a Morphe M576 brush and I'm going to be digging into one of my contouring shades. On the side of my cheekbone, I'm going to be drawing a straight line to kind of chisel out my cheekbone. I'm going to do it underneath my lip as well as on top to really define out my lips. She always has beautiful, luscious looking lips, so we definitely want to mimic that. Now taking that same contouring shade, we're then going to contour out the upper part of our forehead. So I'm going to be slightly blending and buffing out some shadowing shades around the rim of my head to kind of bring in all of that contour and really make it all connect and actually make sense. And using that same brush, I'm kind of using it to somewhat blend out that contouring shade. I'm then going to be dragging this contouring shade on the rim of my chin. This is going to chisel out my jawbone and give me that really beautiful defined jawline. So taking that same contouring shade, I'm going to be using this almost as if it's an eyeshadow. And in my crease, I'm going to be dragging this, and I'm going to be dragging this into my actual nose contour. I'm just buffing downward on the tip of my nose where I normally would contour, as well as on the other side. I'm going to be doing the same thing. Alright guys, so taking that beauty blender, I'm going to begin by pressing the contour into my foundation to really blend both out evenly and give me that beautiful, flawless finish. So I'm going to go ahead and blend the other side out as well. Now we're going to go ahead and start blending the rest of the face. And then as well as our nose. Alright guys, so once we went ahead and contoured out our face and left some nice, beautiful contouring, you know, shadowing on the face, I do notice that Kim has a very, very bright highlight. And after looking at mine, even though it's super bright, I feel like we can kick it up a notch a little bit. So I'm going to go back into my GRAFTOBIAN palette and I'm going to be using this very beautiful light shade that's in the palette and just applying this a little bit under my eyes to really just make it super bright and super pigmented. So using that same Morphe brush, I'm dipping that into the GRAFTOBIAN palette. I'm going to go under my eye and just apply this right here, a little bit above my cheekbone area. A little bit right here above my upper lip and on my chin area, and then down the bridge of my nose, just to give it a little bit more of that brightness. Alright guys, so just like that, we went ahead and re-highlighted our face just to make it a little bit more extra because I feel like her makeup is always so bright and just so like flawless, so we definitely want to recreate that today. Then buffing it into my chin, as well as the sides of my lip. Much better. I feel like this is super bright and this is definitely what I was going for. Alright guys, so once we are all finished blending it out, this is what it should look like. As you guys can see, it's super bright, super just fly, poppin', you know, very Kim Kardashian. So we're now going to set our under eyes. So for this, I'm going to be once again picking up my Hello Flawless powder, and this is from Benefit Cosmetics. This is in the shade Ivory, and then going underneath my eye, working fairly quickly because GRAFTOBIAN is a very creamy type of concealer, so you definitely want to set it quickly. We are now going to go on to the eyes. So for this, I'm actually going to be picking up that same Morphe M576 brush and going back into my GRAFTOBIAN palette. I'm going to be using creams to really create the eyeshadow that I'm going for today. So picking up one of the darker shades, I'm going to be using this as an eyeshadow. So I'm going to be buffing this into the eyelid and kind of using it with my finger and just kind of blending that out a little bit, just like that, to create a little bit more dimension and to just create some shadows. Alright guys, so picking up a darker chocolate shade, I'm going to be using this to smoke underneath my eye to create more of that beautiful smoky under eye. I'm blending it underneath my waterline. And then I'm just using my finger to really just kind of blend everything out and make sure it's nice and smoky. Very, very simple when working with creams because you're actually more able to blend it out than if you were to use eyeshadow. And just kind of use my finger to really just blend it out a little bit. Alright guys, so once we went ahead and did our eyeshadow using the creams, we are now going to add a little bit of glow to our eyes. So for this, I'm picking up my MAC Hyper Real Glow, and I'm going to be using the first shade in this palette and just grabbing it with my finger, keeping it very simple. I'm going to be applying this product onto my lid and on the corner of my eye, just like that. So as you guys can see, this just brightens up my eye and adds a little bit more depth and dimension to it. This highlight is so creamy and beautiful. It is just one of my favorite highlighters right now. Alright guys, so I went ahead and snatched my nose and it looks pretty small, looks pretty poppin' right now. So we're gonna go ahead and skip to the next step. Alright guys, so the next step is going to be contouring out our cheekbones and setting our contour with powders. So for this, I'm going to be taking up this beautiful little fluffy brush I have right here, and I'm going to be using my Benefit Hoola bronzer to contour out my cheekbones and the rest of my face. So I'm starting with my contour. I'm using this brush and I'm just going to be going back and forth and really just swooping the product underneath my cheekbone to really just define and make me look nice and chiseled. As you guys can see, it's a very subtle shadow, but it's still very beautiful and it still gives me a lot more dimension to my face. Alright guys, so the next step is going to be applying blush. So for this, I'll be taking my Too Faced blush, and this is a cream blush that I'm so obsessed with recently. I have never used cream blushes before, but I just love the color payoff of it, and I actually love the way it leaves my skin. I'm going to go ahead and smile and be pressing this into my cheek. This blush is in the shade Pinch My Peach, by the way, guys. And it's a very, very beautiful, beautiful pinky orange blush. We are now done and we have that beautiful youthful glow that Kim always has in all of her photos. She always looks so fresh and clean, and I just love the way that this blush makes me look. So the next step is going to be back onto my eyes. So I like to kind of go back and forth and kind of skip around, so sorry for that guys. I'm going to go in with my same eyeliner, and this is once again Urban Decay Perversion eyeliner, and this is a waterproof fine point eye pen, and I'm going to be just drawing a very thin straight line without a wing on my eye. So pulling my eye, I'm just going to be drawing a very straight line, just like that, on my eye. And I'm going to go ahead and repeat the same thing onto the other side. So now that we went ahead and applied the eyeliner, I am then going to be applying false lashes. So for this, I'm picking up my Salon Perfect lashes in the number 614. These are my all-time favorite lashes right now. I feel like they're so beautiful and wispy, and they look very natural, which is what I love and what we're going for today. So now we are going to go ahead and do our eyebrows. So for this, I'm going to be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Medium Brow Pomade, and picking up a little eyebrow brush, I'm going to be dipping this into the pomade and begin by just pressing this onto my eyebrow and really just shaping them out and making them nice, beautiful, natural looking and feathery. So starting with the bottom half of my eyebrow, I'm just working this in. working with small amount of products little by little. That way we don't overdo the eyebrows because Kim has very beautiful natural looking brows and we definitely want to mimic that. So as you guys can see, I kept it very natural looking, just very feathered. I'm gonna go ahead and do the same step onto the other side and I'll be back in just a second. Alright guys, so once we went ahead and finished our eyebrows, it is now time for our lips. So for this, I'll be using my Morphe Sweet Tea Lip Liner. And as you guys can see, I use this so much that it's like a little nub left. So we're gonna go ahead and outline our lips. So for the lips, I'm actually going to be mixing two colors. The first one is from Too Faced, and this is in the shade Cool Girl. So I'm going to be applying a little bit of this onto my lips. It's like a very beautiful natural nude shade. I'm gonna go ahead and fix my hair and I'll be back in just a second to show you the final Kim Kardashian inspired makeup look. Alright guys, so here is the final Kim Kardashian inspired makeup look. I hope all of you guys learned some fun tricks and tips on how I accomplished this beautiful, soft, but sexy look. I'm so obsessed with her makeup. I think she always has such beautiful makeup, so this was so fun to create and I'm actually kind of digging this wig, guys. Let me know if you guys like this color of hair on the comments below because I might have to go blonde for a couple minutes. Thank you guys so much for watching today's tutorial. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you like videos like this and you want to see more. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I will see all of you guys in my next video. Bye guys!